Hi everybody, welcome to a new all of the above budget movie review. And this time we're going into ghost territory. Yes, ghost territory. We're going into the paranormal or otherwise paranormal activity. And this is the first paranormal activity, and for me it's still the best one in the series. It sets up a woman and a man or a couple living in a house that's possessed, and they're trying to figure out what happened, what is happening. They set up cameras, and you can follow everything through those cameras. The scares and everything are very subtle, and not really much of effects used. It's, I think, mostly practical, or at least that's the idea I get when I watch the movie. And it's scary, but it's also, well, kind of fun to watch. Um, yeah, I this is it was a very good movie. I loved the first one, and then came the second one, Paranormal Activity 2. And in this one, they up the ante a little. We get a new couple that is the sister of the woman in the first movie. Um, there is gonna be some lore made in this one, but yeah, it has to do with their kid Hunter, and well, we get the same haunting things, the few nights, and then they try to expand on the first movie to to let you know why the first movie happened. So we get without spoiling too much, we get to know something they did in the second movie that will make the first movie happen. So bear with me. Um, then there was a part three, and then we followed the two sisters as kids. It's set up in the 80s. The cameras used are really 80s, and it's scary. It's a good one, and yeah, like I said, they are trying to build a lore. Um, well, they picked it up very nice. We get to see what happened to the sisters before they lived into the house and where the haunting came from. So yeah. Hunter. At the end of part two ties into part four, and in this movie we see some new effects used. Oh, and well, it is a good movie. The effects used are good. They're not really upfront. They're not really in your face. They're subtle. But we get modern cameras. We get laptops. We get the girl who played Ant-Man's daughter in the last Ant-Man Quantumania movie. Um, yeah, it is a good movie. I like this one. And then they stop numbering it. Um, there's fifth movie, The Ghost Dimension, and The Ghost Dimension ties into a third one, and it's is more effect heavy. This is where the series kind of goes off the rails, where it started as low budget one camera angle movies. It started to turn into full-fledged effects horror. Yeah. Um well, then came the spin-offs. Yes, the spin-offs. We got the Tokyo Night, and this came out during the time of Paranormal Activity 2, so it's also known as Paranormal Activity 2 Tokyo Night. It plays off in, like the title says, Tokyo. a sister who is haunted, and a brother trying to film the crazy things happening in their house. It's a good movie. It's very scary, but you can watch it without watching the other Paranormal Activity movies. If they just called it Haunting in Tokyo, it would be a fine movie too. But, well, Paranormal Activity makes more money, of course. Then came the Marked Ones, and the Marked Ones is, well, other spin-off, and it takes a Mexican boy in a totally different neighborhood, and it kind of links to the first movie in a weird kind of way, but it's a movie on its own, and it's a good one. It's also where they start just to get more effect heavy, just like the fifth one, Ghost Dimension, which came out before or after this one, sorry. And finally, and this one wasn't really necessary, my thoughts of that, the Next of Kin, Paranormal Activity Next of Kin. And it has more to do with the cults. And yeah, it was a movie I don't think I'll ever revisit that much. Just to complete the series, I have it in my house, but I just rewatched it and it didn't do much for me. So my personal favorites are the first 4 Paranormal Activity movies and the marked ones. That's my 5 favorite Paranormal Activity movies. So what are your favorite Paranormal Activity movies? Let me know down here in the comments. Subscribe and like this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.